Hello and welcome to high school football action here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And we kind of skipped hearing from Mike Verliger in my pregame intro because I've got Sean Smith here with me along with Cameron Meckler. Did I get you guys' names right? No? Macklem. All right, so Macklem and Smith. And you guys just want to come on and talk with me just for a minute or two about what you think these guys need to do to win the game and some of your favorite players out there. We'll start with you, Sean. Who's your favorite player to watch out there for this Ithaca varsity team?
Tyler, what's his name? I forgot.
Well, we're going to have to look. I don't see a Tyler on there, too, but Jackson Kahn, Nate Mike. So
Wait,
you guys.
I mean Gibson. Rondi.
Gibson Rondi's your favorite one to watch at wide receiver? Yep, and is it the same for you, Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys like so much about watching him play?
He's really talented.
Yeah.
He can catch really good. He's really fast.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they're kind of playing a school that's a lot bigger than you guys. You guys have 280 kids in their high school. They've got about 750, so that's a big difference. What do you think they're going to need to do to win this game? We'll start with you, Cameron.
I think they got to try hard, play hard, and never give up.
Never give up. And what about you, Sean?
Don't give up. Play hard. Try.
Yeah.
And don't give up.
Yeah. Do you guys have any more football games left? Is your guys' season
We have
over?
one more, and it's versus Shepherd.
Ooh, it's versus Shepherd. That's going to be a big one. That's actually where I went to school, was Shepherd, and so don't beat me up if I say that right now. When do you guys play them?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Where's that game at?
Shepherd.
It's in Shepherd, so if people want to come out and check you guys out, you guys play Shepherd tomorrow, kicking off. And so, Sean, Cameron, thank you guys so much for joining me, man. I appreciate it. We're going to send it to a break here on the Woods Household pregame show. But why do you guys like Yellowjackets football? I'll put you on the spot one more time. What's your favorite thing, Cameron?
I like it how they're a smaller team, and they still play really hard, and they still do really good.
Yeah. What about you, Sean?
They're a really good team.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys so much.
They play really hard. And
Yep. All right. We're going to send it out to a commercial break here on the Woods Household pregame show. A big shout out to Sean and Cameron for joining me just for a moment there. Talk a little bit about Ithaca football, and I think these are going to be some of the future stars of Ithaca football as well. We'll be back with more Woods Household pregame show right after this. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Rowan. Want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Marbury Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes working hard and showing pride for our community. For all of your real estate needs, go with Joe. Joe Wentworth with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-817-1291.
Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric, and go Aggies!
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the fifth generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, just like our student athletes, they bring it. If you need sand or gravel, they bring it to you with fast service and a great price. For all of your sand and gravel needs, call Central Michigan Sand and Gravel today at 989-382-7089. Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, a proud supporter of our student athletes competing for their schools. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant.
Woods Household offers so much more than just competitive pricing on your household needs. We also offer service after the sale. At Woods, all of our products are built to last with quality components and craftsmanship. But if something does go wrong, our trained in-house service technicians are available to take care of all of our customers, even providing in-home assistance. So shop the Woods way, where service after the sale is just a phone call away.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and our Woods Household Appliance pregame show. All right, a big shout-out to our friends Sean and Cameron for joining me for a couple minutes there on the pregame. When we got a couple Ithaca youngsters who come up and say, hey, can we come on the air? You got to try and make it happen. Another big shout to Jennifer, Sean's mom, for being able to be gotten a hold of so quickly to kind of get approval there. But it's already week 8. It seems crazy here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Only Shepherd of our local 6 per se is out of playoff contention. The Irish are going to have to win out and maybe get a little bit of help as well. Oilers are going to have to win one of their last 2. And Beale City, Clare, and where we are tonight, the Ithaca Yellowjackets are all in fantastic position, looking to pile up points for a home playoff game or 2, maybe 3. Ithaca's taking on Tecumseh, who comes in at 3-4 in this game, but Ithaca's playing up several divisions. It's a D7 team playing a D4 team. So a key to victory tonight, I really feel like Ithaca can't let this team really gain any confidence out there. If they do so, it could spell trouble because they got a big roster. They got a whole lot of players. Ithaca, 280 kids. You times that by 3, then they just become bigger than this Tecumseh school. And so that matters a whole lot when it comes to high school football, because it just gives you more bodies. But this Ithaca team, woo boy, they are something of a force. Led by Jackson Kahn, Nate Meixel on offense. Kahn on the year, 67 for 111, 60% completion percentage, 1,145 yards, 18 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions. Also has 89 carries for 587 yards and 13 touchdowns. He has 3 100-yard-plus games. Just crazy. 31 total touchdowns. And right now they are honoring the seniors out there. Senior night here in Beale City. A big congratulations to those young mans. Gavin Gilbert, Riley White now heading out. And now talking about the senior captains, there goes Mr. Jackson Kahn that I just talked about. 31 touchdowns on the year for Jackson Kahn. And there's the aforementioned Nate Meixel. He has 16 touchdowns on the year, 185 yards per game when you add up the rushing and the receiving. And he's also been an absolute force on defense as well, has Meixel, averaging 12 tackles per game. But they continue to introduce Lloyd Stoneman, along with Broden Pesca and Nicholas Meixel, the twin brother of Nate Meixel. I was able to sit down with those two earlier. It was so cool to be able to have a conversation with those two young men who are very different young men, but very, very smart young men, and both have bright, bright futures ahead, whatever they choose to do, whether they choose to play at that next level or just go to that next level for their education. I believe engineering for both of them or something like that, just pretty darn impressive. Going to take one more break here on our Woods Household and Appliance pregame show. When we come back, the opening kick, Ithaca, Tecumseh, here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
For grown and mid-Michigan moms, visit Bryant Family Farms in Shepherd. Moms love mums, so show your mom some love with Bryant Family Farms. Bryant Family Farms also offers maple syrup, pumpkins, beef, goats, and fresh-cut flowers. With you pick, bouquet arrangements, and subscription flowers. Show your mom some love this fall with Bryant Family Farms, 3.5 miles south of the casino on South Leeton Road. Visit BryantFF.com or call 989-304-1201. The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant.
Elevate your banking experience. Isabella Bank is your local banking partner. We understand the importance of personalized service, providing solutions that fit your unique needs. When you bank with us, together we can drive positive change and build stronger communities. Experience banking redefined. Make the switch today and experience banking that goes beyond. Isabella Bank. Local. Growing. Staying. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools. Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Out there for the coin toss right now. We are just about set for football. Division 7 Ithaca playing up several divisions against Division 4 Petoskey. Petoskey 3-4 on the year. Ithaca still undefeated on the year, 7-0, looking to move to 8-0. But if you're Tecumseh, you have to win this game to get in the playoffs and win in your final week. If you're Ithaca, you're looking to pile up some playoff points. We're going to take another quick break here as it is time for that national anthem. We'll be right back here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
A great rendition of the national anthem from the Ithaca Marching Band, and we're just about set to go. Ithaca Yellowjacket football here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, and next week we're looking to wrap up our regular season. The Oilers take on Linden. They play Midland tonight. Right now, Mount Pleasant 4-3 on the year. Midland 6-1 on the year, looking to be the top of that Saginaw Valley North. But the Ithaca Yellowjackets, they have already won the TVC Blue Conference. And now, as I said, looking to pile up playoff points. Thanks so much to everybody who tuned in to the Woods Household Appliance pregame show. Talk about the Woods Household Appliance pregame, best seat in the house, and might be where we're at. Perched up top here of the locker room at Ithaca High School, the Ithaca locker room, I should say. The only issue we got, hampering my buddy Adam Gursky, is that pole if we get down to the far end zone. But what a venue, what a night for high school football. It's Tecumseh, it is Ithaca. Let's get ready to roll, and it will be Ithaca football to start this game. Back deep to receive for the Yellowjackets is the ever-dangerous Nate Mikesel, along with Mr. Riley White. Pair of the seniors back there looking to make some big plays here on senior night for the Ithaca Yellowjackets. Coming to you live from the Barberry Law Studios, built by our friends, Konwinski Construction. Set to kick off is Tecumseh. Declan Cornish with the kick. Man, here we go. Back deep to receive is White. He's going to field it at his 5-yard line on the far side of the field, kind of going back towards his end zone. Wants to run here to the near side as the Ithaca wants to create a wall. He turns the corner. He's across the 20, across the 30, across the 50. He continues to scoot down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds just outside the 30. What a return there for Riley White. And what a designed return as well from the coaching staff, as it didn't look good at first, but then he was able to get all the way to the near side here, and once he turned the corner to get up the sideline, the Yellow Jackets had the wall. So it's Ithaca football to start the game. They have already got it at the Tecumseh 36-yard line. What a place to start for Jackson Kahn and the offense. He's going to line up with an empty backfield. He's got 3 wide to his left, 2 wide to his right. They send Meisel in motion. Meisel gets the handoff, looking to find that outside edge. He's going to be turned upside down after a gain of maybe 5 yards, they'll say. And not directly at the 50-yard line, and so if I say 2-3 yards and it turns into 6-7, well, that might happen. Now, 2nd down and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Again, they're 7-0 on the year, but they are playing up several divisions against this 3-4 Tecumseh team. They did not come up here expecting to lose. They're a team that they got the camera over there for replay, and they got a nice little setup over there at Tecumseh as well. Meisel goes in motion to the right of Jackson Kahn. It's going to be a quick throw over here to the near side, and falling down after making the catch is going to be, Elijah Smith. And so not happening anything there. 2nd down. It's now going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Clock moving, 10:55 left to go here in our first quarter. Other action around the mid-Michigan area. Beale City's at Manton, Clara's at Pinconning, Shepherd is at Farwell, Sacred Heart Academy is at Weberville, Mount Pleasant at Midland. There's a quick toss over to the far side. It's going to be 1st down yardage for the Yellow Jackets. On the catch is Gibson Rondi. And when I talked with Sean Smith and Cameron Macklem, they both said Gibson Rondi is their favorite player on this Ithaca Yellow Jacket team, and you can see why when he makes catches out there like that. The sophomore has now 18 receptions for over 300 yards on the year, 5 touchdowns. He's also carried it 12 times for 55 yards and a touchdown. He's actually down on the far sideline with an injury, but now he's back up and ready to go. And the Yellow Jackets rocking the pink out there for October, breast cancer awareness. And he'll trot off the sideline, have to come out for at least the play. He's a lot tougher than I am. I might have been down for a little bit longer there on the far side of the field. 1st down and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. At the Tecumseh 20-yard line. 10:34 left to go in our first quarter. Jackson Kahn in the shotgun. Meisel lined up to his left. Michael gets the handoff. He's got to turn inside, and it's a great cut. Inside the 5, touchdown, Nate Meisel. And it was Nick Meisel, his brother, with a nice block to help spring him for the TD. It is 6-0 Yellow Jackets, and Meisel with the big touchdown run. Going about 25, 30 yards or so. Again, don't have the greatest vantage point here, but the Yellow Jackets on the board in just 4 plays and a nice kick return. It is 6-0, 10:22 left to go. And again, my key to the game, this Division 4 team coming in, you can't let them gain any confidence. They're 3-4 on the year, but when you come playing a Division 7 team, you expect to be able to handle things pretty well. The Yellow Jackets putting points right on the board very quickly to send a message. The extra point is good. It is 7-0 Ithaca. We'll keep the broadcast right here. Again, thanks to everybody tuned into the Woods Household Appliance pregame show. Pleasure to be joined by Sean Smith and Cameron Macklem to talk a little bit about some Ithaca football. And I imagine there are going to be some studs coming up once they get their chance. Said a bunch. I'll say it again. Think about going and doing business here in the Mid-Michigan area. Think about those people who are supporting the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Gates Drilling and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, The Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weef Rich Financial, and Woods Household Appliance, along with the friends at Barberry Law. Ithaca coming out to receive the kick. They will be led by quarterback Tyler Clement. Also watching for a running back Luke Dunham as well, a couple of the studs for this Tecumseh team. Again, they do have that 3-4 record. They have lost to a Division 7 team, but they've also played up. They played some bigger schools as well, and not busting out my map, but Tecumseh down from, Flint, kind of Detroit area. They're not going to be intimidated coming here to mid-Michigan to play these Yellow Jackets, but it started off great for Ithaca. They lead it 7-0 on the Meisel touchdown. That was Meisel's 17th TD of the year, and he only needs about 80 yards now to hit 1,000 rushing yards on the year. Comes kicks, going to be fielded on the far side of the field by Tecumseh. Trying to find some room on that far sideline is the returner. He's got some room across the 40, brought down at the 45-yard line. Great return from Tecumseh. That was Connor Bollinger on the return there. And so here comes Tyler Clement and the Tecumseh offense. And when you look at that line, they do got some size out there. I mean, I see 6'2", 245, 6'1", 270, 6'1", 315, 6'2", 250, 6'1", 245. Again, they have got some size. There is also a 6'9", 235 out there as well. Watch out when it comes to basketball season. Shotgun look, Tecumseh looking to throw quickly. Catch is made. No, it's going to be dropped. Quickly there on the hit for the Yellowjackets was the defensive back. It was a fantastic play by Harper Merchant, the sophomore. Actually, the linebacker, Harper Merchant. Defensive starters for Ithaca, and if I say more than 11, that's because there's going to be a whole lot of them out there. Actually, we'll do that after this next play as Tecumseh is looking to work in a hurry. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for the quarterback, Clement. Fakes the handoff, now looks to pour it up the middle. Nice play out there. Getting hold of the ball carrier. It was Nick Mikesel along with a couple of other Yellowjackets. It'll be 3rd and 7. But on the line, you'll hear Stoneman, Watson, Gilbert, Pesca, Arajo, Mikesel, Smith, along with linebackers Merchant, Crawford, Mikesel, Haraski, and the defensive backfield, Kahn, Bupp, White, Rondi, Smith, Guild. Here comes the 3rd down play. Throw over to the far sideline. It's going to be too tall for the intended wide receiver, Rocco Williams. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 7 right at midfield for Tecumseh. I think this is an easy decision to punt this one away. But we will see here. Again, they worked very, very quickly. It's a nice return to get them started at their own 44. But they are lined up to punt. Back deep to receive the punt is Gibson Rondi along with Riley White. 2 Yellowjackets back there to try and set up the return. It's going to be a low snap, but it's going to take a bounce, but there's not a lot of pressure on the kick, so Tecumseh will get it off cleanly and not really a chance to make a play for the returner. And a nice slide knocking the ball out of the end zone. So Ithaca is going to start at their own 5-yard line. Good hustle play out there. I believe knocking that out was Cruz Torres, the sophomore. Again, still learning some of these names for Tecumseh, but they do go 3 and out. And so it goes right back to the Yellowjackets. But they will start deep in their own territory, their own 5-yard line. There's a chance that the Tecumseh player was kind of going into the end zone maybe and touched the football. But if you're Ithaca, you get a touchdown on your first possession, you get a 3 and out. I don't think you really care where you start. You're in a fantastic position. 3 wide to the left for Jackson Kahn, 2 to the right. This is the same formation we saw to start the game. They handed it off to Mikesel on a jet sweep. Wouldn't be surprised to see that again with the 3 great athletes over there as lead blockers. This time it's going to be run all the way for Jackson Kahn with Mikesel as a lead blocker, and he pours it ahead for 5 or 6 yards. Excellent play from Jackson Kahn. And again, on the year, his numbers are just absolutely staggering. He's thrown for 1,100 yards. He's ran for nearly 600 yards, and he has 31 touchdowns. Yes, 31 touchdowns through 7 games. 18 through the air, 13 on the ground. He's in the shotgun, empty backfield once again with Mikesel lined up to his left, and I'll call him a tight end or wingback position. There's 3 wide that way and 1 wide here to the right. And send Mikesel in motion. It's going to be an option play. Kahn pitches it to him. Mikesel trying to get that edge. He's turned up. It's a nice tackle in the open field from Tecumseh. Bringing down the ball carrier, it was Braden Zachlin. Positive gain, though, for Ithaca, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3, I'm going to call it, from their 7 or 8 yard line. Or pardon me, their 12-yard line. They need to get to the 15. Mikesel lined up in the backfield with Kahn. It's a fake snap from Kahn. Now he looks at the quarterback wrist. Mikesel's going to switch sides here, maybe just kind of running it the other way. It's going to be run all the way for Jackson Kahn. He's trying to find open space. He's got it. He's across the 20. Carries a tackler with him for a couple extra yards. He has 1st down yardage. Bringing down the ball carrier was Jeremy Bennett. 1st down and 10 for the Yellowjackets, and they're now out of the shadow of their own goalpost. It could maybe open things up a little bit. We got a touchdown coming from Bryce Smith for the Shepherd Blue Jays as they take on Farwell tonight in Jack Pine crossover action. Kahn looking to throw it to the far sideline. It is caught by Elijah Smith. Looks to break a tackle before he's pushed out of bounds. A fantastic play there from Kahn to Smith for first down yardage. They will move the chains again on back-to-back plays for the Yellowjackets as they near midfield. First down and 10, their own 42. Kahn getting the crew back up to the line quickly. Meixel's going to stay lined up as kind of a wing back to the right of Jackson Kahn. Get the defensive lineman to jump. Then they look back to the sideline for the play. 3 wide to the left of Kahn. It's going to be a run all the way for Jackson Kahn. Meixel as the lead blocker. Kahn looking to get the outside edge. He breaks the tackle. He's across the 50. Bowls over another tackle down to the 45-yard line before he picks up first down yardage, I believe. See if they're going to move the chains again. So now 3 straight plays for the Yellowjackets, moving the chains. They're now in Tecumseh territory. They already lead at 7-0. Yeah, my big key for the Yellowjackets was not to let Tecumseh get off to a good start. You look at the size they've got out there, you know they've got some talent with 780 kids in their high school. Big time for the Jackets to get off to this 7-0 lead and now looking to put more points on the board. Man in motion, they fake it to him. Kahn looking over the middle. Now looking to throw it out into the flat to Meixel. He's got the catch. Gets away from one tackler, and it's first down yardage once again. So that is 4 straight plays for Ithaca and 4 first downs. Woo, what a start for the Yellow Jacket offense. They already lead it 7-0. It was a nice return to open the game. Then 4 plays later, Meixel took it in for the touchdown. Kahn in the gun, rolling to his right. Now he stops, looking back to his left. There's nobody there to throw the football to. He quickly gets it out. It's going to be caught. Somehow he found a receiver. It's Riley Guild who catches it. I don't know if there's going to be much of a gain, maybe even a short loss on the play. Jackson Kahn just somehow kept that play alive. But when he rolled back to his left, there was nobody there except a Tecumseh defender. Finally looked back to his right. There was a couple receivers there, but a nice job of swarming to the ball from the defense to make the tackle. Another shotgun look. Empty set for Jackson Kahn. Maybe a little confusion out there right now from the Tecumseh defense. Kahn looking to the sideline to see if the Yellow Jackets want to change the play here on 2nd down and 12. Meixel's going to be motioned into the backfield. Kahn takes a shotgun snap. It's a handoff to Meixel all the way. Tries to find some room behind his brother, Nick Meixel. He's going to pour it down inside the 30-yard line. It's a really decent gain on 2nd down to make it 3rd down and manageable here for the Yellow Jackets. 9th play of the drive coming up. Ithaca has picked up 4 first downs. This drive started all the way back at their own 5-yard line with 9:28 left in the first quarter. We're now going under 5 minutes remaining here in the first, and the Yellow Jackets are still on the march. Kahn again looking to the sideline for the play. Meixel continues to be lined up to his left, and Meixel probably now about 65, 70 yards away from that 1,000-yard mark. Gets the handoff, looks to find some room to the outside edge, breaks one tackle, he's inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line before he is knocked down, and that will be a big 3rd down, first down pickup. That is now 5 first downs on this drive for the Yellow Jackets. 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Ithaca quickly back to the line here. In the gun is Kahn. Lined up to his left is Meixel. Looking to his left, he wants Meixel in the flat. It's overthrown. Dangerous throw there, but Kahn threw it at the right time. If he throws it a second or two later, it might be a pick 6 for Tecumseh. But nonetheless, it's now 2nd down and 10. 7-0 Ithaca with the lead. 4:25 left to go in the first quarter. Yellow Jackets now taking their time coming in with this play after the incompletion. It'll be Kahn and Meixel in the backfield. Meixel lined up to the right of Jackson Kahn. Rolling to his right. Pump fakes. Throws it towards the end zone. It's a go-get-it ball. Going up is the receiver. It's going to be incomplete. A great job by the defensive back staying with the play to not allow the wide receiver to come down with the football. That was fantastic defense. Jackson Kahn made a great throw. The wide receiver did up in what you wanted him to do, but when everybody does what they're supposed to do, sometimes it's the offense, sometimes it's the defense that wins. That time it was the defense. Now a big 3rd down and 10 play here for the Yellowjackets. They can still pick up a first down without getting into the end zone. They're at the 13-yard line. This is the 11th play of the drive coming up. Man in motion for Kahn. They fake it to him. Kahn looking to pour it off here to the right side. He breaks one tackle. He gets inside the 5. It's going to be really close to first down yardage. And it looks like he's got the first down before he gets into the end zone. Waiting to see the exact signal for the official. Actually, I see 4th down on the far side. It is first down and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Their 6th first down on the 11th play of the drive as they march it all the way down the field. They started at their own 5. They're now at the Tecumseh 3. Kahn looking to the sideline for the play. 3:40 left to go, first quarter. Shotgun snap. Kahn pouring it up the middle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellowjackets on the 12th play of the drive. And that's Jackson Kahn's 32nd touchdown of the year when you combine the throws and the runs. Ooh, boy, what a year for the senior. And here on senior night, him and Mikesell already both into the end zone here in the first quarter with 3:38 left to go. Now they're out there for the extra point. Kicking duties for the Yellowjackets is Tanner Lamy. Extra point is up, and it is no good. 13-0 will be the score, and as there is no extra point, Yellowjackets with the lead. We're going to take another break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. We'll have another score update for you when we come back, but right now it's all Yellowjackets here in the early going against Tecumseh on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary, he can be yours too.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It is 13-0, Ithaca with the lead and score update. Bryce Smith with the touchdown for Shepherd. 6-0, the Blue Jays on top of the Eagles of Farwell. We'll continue to keep you updated on all the action going down in the Mid-Michigan area. Scores coming in, for Clare, Mount Pleasant, aforementioned the Blue Jays, Beale City, and Sacred Heart Academy down in Weberville tonight. 3:38 left to go here in our first quarter. Yellowjackets off to a great start. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. One pretty short, one going at 95 yards, the last one. Tecumseh trying to find the return to the far side of the field. Turner's going to be brought down at the 32-yard line. That is where the Tecumseh offense will take back over. 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Essentially a 6-minute drive moments ago for the Yellowjackets. It's kind of a statement maker. It was a great punt from Tecumseh after the 3-and-out to really back up the Yellowjackets. But Jackson Kahn, Nick Mikesell, and the crew said, you know what? We don't really care. You want to give us 95 yards of field to go? We'll make it happen. Tecumseh back out there offensively. Worked in a hurry the last time. It didn't work out so well as they only had the ball for under a minute. Shotgun look for the quarterback. Hands it off to the tailback, looking to find some room. Not a whole lot of yardage, and we do have a flag coming in where you usually see the holding call. We'll see what the call was. 3:26 left to go here. Again, thanks to more of our great sponsors. J&J Auto, Collision Report brought to you by them all night long. Mount Pleasant Hegan AC, Konwinski Construction. We'll talk about the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the Game all night long, too, as well as the Mumford Oil and Gas Supply Assist to the Game. Also, shout out to ENS Graphics, GNS Mechanical, Bryce Up to Graph with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, Central Michigan Sand and Gravel. Mount Pleasant Public Schools, even sponsoring games that we're doing down here in Gratiot County. Big shout out. Jen Verliger and the crew there. They're hiring bus drivers right now, and there's paid training for those bus drivers as well. First down and 5 now for Tecumseh after the offsides gets called against the Yellowjackets. Option look. He pitches to the tailback. He's looking to find some room on the far side. Great tackle from the Yellowjackets. It is Nate Meixel bringing the ball carrier down into the backfield. Talked about what he's done offensively. Defensively, maybe just as good. 12 tackles per game. That was his 9th tackle for loss to go along with 3 sacks. Woo! That is a big deal. 2nd down and 7 now. Tecumseh working quickly. Quarterback flushed out of the pocket. Now looking to run. He's going to be brought down after a solid gain. It was Meixel again on the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short. A decent gain out there from Clement after he didn't see anything to throw the football. Decided to try and run it. Made it 3rd down and manageable here with a 3rd down and 2 for the Tecumseh offense. They stay in the shotgun. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left for Tecumseh. They send a man in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Quarterback Clement looking to pour up the middle. There was a host of Yellowjackets there to stuff them. Nowhere for Clement to go. Meixel in on that pile. Probably both of them, but I saw Nate Meixel, number 40, coming out, and that's going to back him up another yard. That's going to make it 4th down and 4, and it looks like Tecumseh is bringing out the punting formation right now. But with this score, this area of the field, it might be the chance, might be the time to take a risk. It is early. But they just went 95 yards, did that Yellow Jacket offense, so you got to be careful if you are this Tecumseh defense. And they spent a lot of time out on the field moments ago as well. Here comes the punt. Almost getting back there to block it are the Yellowjackets. It's going to take a nice Tecumseh roll. And did it hit a Yellowjacket player? I don't think so. Tecumseh is just going to down it at the 10-yard line. That was really close. It did kind of go by an Ithaca player, really close to hitting him, but I don't think any Tecumseh players noticed it to try and pick it up and maybe run it to the end zone. But it is now going to be 1st down and 10 for the Yellowjackets. And again, not great field position, but you have a 13-0 lead. And you got the ball back for the 3rd time here in this 1st quarter. You'll take it no matter where you are. And the last time they had it, they went 95 yards in 12 plays. Jackson Kahn with a touchdown run, his 32nd TD on the year. Hand off to Meixel. Meixel with some room. Breaks 1 tackle. Now across the 20. Across the 30. He stays on his feet. The 40. The 50. The track star Meixel showing the speed. He's not pushed out of bounds until he gets inside the 20. And that will put him over 1,000 yards on the season as well. The senior Nate Meixel with a huge run to go over 1,000 on the year. You think about what he's done defensively as well. Whoo, boy. He has been unbelievable this year for that Yellow Jacket football team. And that was a big broken tackle just inside his own 30-yard line that sprung him another maybe 30, 40 yards. It's now 1st down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Tecumseh 20-yard line. They're looking to put 3 scores on the board here in the 1st quarter against this Division IV team. I don't care what the record is. That is impressive. Now in the backfield with Kahn is going to be Elijah Smith as Meixel gets a well-deserved break after that long run. Quick throw over to the far sideline. It's caught. Trying to make a couple moves is the wide receiver, and there's not really anywhere for Riley White to go. It's going to be brought down after a short gain. Clock continues to run here towards the end of the 1st quarter. Probably see one more play from the Yellow Jacket offense before we reach the end of one. It's already 13-0 Ithaca. Again, the one score update we did have coming in from Allison Curtis from the Bird All-America Grill in downtown Mount Pleasant. The Blue Jays up 6-0 over Farwell on a Bryce Smith touchdown. Kahn looking to throw to his right. Tosses it over. It is going to be right at the pole, but it's going to be complete by the Yellow Jackets for 1st down yardage. Zachlin makes the tackle, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter, which will give us a much better view of this play as we head to the 2nd quarter. It is 13-0 Ithaca, a dominant start against this Division IV this Division IV Tecumseh team. We're going to take another break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Back with more football action right after this.
Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at the Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The reason why I was a little late coming back is because right now the Miracle Minute is happening for Dalton Seaman, who's an Ithaca Yellowjacket graduate and a member of the U.S. Army who was just involved in a rollover accident and some training. So they're raising some money to benefit him. If you go to the Ithaca Yellowjacket Athletic Department Facebook page, you'll be able to find some links and whatnot there if you would like to help out Dalton Seaman. And a big thank you to him for his service, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my buddy standing here with me, Adam Gursky, for his service. And it's a big thanks to all the veterans for everything they did, they gave, they do to help us celebrate stuff like high school football here in the Mid-Michigan area. And what a beautiful shot right now with the moon in the background as Kahn looks to pour it in for a touchdown. He gets through one wave of tacklers, but then he's brought down by the second wave at the 2-yard line. That'll bring up the fourth play of the drive. This drive started all the way back at their own 10-yard line, but the first play of the drive, Nate Meixel took it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, about 70 yards all the way downfield to set up the Yellowjackets here in this scoring position. And Meixel's back into the football game in the backfield with Jackson Kahn lined up to his left. One wide receiver lined up here to the near side, two to the far side. Meixel gets the handoff, pours it up the middle, touchdown, Yellowjackets. Meixel scores on the fifth play of the drive, and it's fitting that Meixel gets the TD after he had that huge run moments ago, and it's now 19-0 Yellowjackets with 11:22 left to go in the second quarter. Again, coming into this game, he had 7-0 versus 3-4, but I'll say it all night long, playing up 3 divisions against an opponent, that is a big deal, and it does look like Kahn's going to stay out there, and the Yellowjackets will go for 2 to try and make this 21-0 as opposed to 20-0. And with the way Meixel's been running the football, might not be a bad shot to give him the ball here to see if he can pick up 3 more yards. Or maybe you got him as a lead blocker for Jackson Kahn. And that is what will happen. And Kahn pours it into the end zone for a touchdown. 21-0, Ithaca on top after the 2-point conversion, and Farwell now on the board, tying things up at home versus the Shepherd Blue Jays. We'll see if they're able to tack on that extra point to take the lead, but that 2-point conversion is good. It is now 21-0, Ithaca with the lead. And I tell you what, I did not expect there to be, quote-unquote, the possible running clock in this one because, again, I'll say it, I said in the pregame, 280 kids for Ithaca. You times that by 3, that just makes them bigger than Tecumseh. Extra point is good for Farwell. So here it's 21-0 Ithaca over Tecumseh, and Farwell in the Jack Pine crossover from the two teams at the bottom of each respective conference. Farwell has gone up on Shepherd 7-6. If you are Tecumseh, this kind of becomes a little bit of a danger zone drive right here. Jeremy Bennett is back deep to receive the kick. But you really feel like if Tecumseh doesn't score here, this is going to put them in a really, really bad spot. In particular with the way that Ithaca has moved the football. Ithaca's last 2 drives have gone 95 yards in 90 yards. So it doesn't really matter where they're going to get the football on the field. They're going to have the confidence to put it in the end zone against this Tecumseh defense. Here comes the kickoff from Lamy and the Yellowjackets. It's going to be a short one. Takes a bounce at the 20. Fielded by the returner there. Trying to find some room here to the near side is the return man. He gets away from one man, and a nice job by the Yellow Jackets. Never giving up on that play defensively was Gavin Gilbert. Gilbert came down in the first wave of defense, kind of ran by the returner, then stayed with the play and came back to help make the tackle. And if he doesn't, there might have been a little bit of room out there for the returner, Jeremy Bennett. Here comes Tyler Clement and that offense facing this stout Beale City defense. Again, I'm going to say more than 11 names here. But Stoneman, Watson, Gilbert, Pesca, Araujo, Mikesel, Smith along that line. Linebackers, Horoski, Mikesel, Crawford, Merchant, Bob, also Jackson Kahn, Elijah Smith, Gibson, Ronnie, Riley White, and Riley Guild. They have been just as good as that Yellow Jacket offense has this defense been all year long for Ithaca. Rolling to his right, looking to throw is Clement. He gets to the sideline. It's going to be intercepted. Getting 1 foot down for the pick, and the Yellow Jackets is going to be Mr. Elijah Smith. And the one thing you couldn't do if you're Tecumseh is give it right back to Ithaca, and they do on the pick from Elijah Smith. And that was not your ordinary interception. Elijah Smith went up to get that one and came down on the sideline, kept his foot in bounds, and Ithaca is really in control of this one now. First down and 10 for Ithaca at the Tecumseh 43-yard line. Kahn in the gun. Next to him, Mr. Mikesel, Nate Mikesel. 3 wide receivers to the left of Kahn. He's rolling to his right where they've got one-on-one coverage. It's caught, and it's going to be first down yardage for the Yellow Jackets and Riley White. So 1 catch, 1 first down. Quickly up to the line are the Yellow Jackets. They're going to wait for the chain gain, and then they'll be ready to go with the play. Mikesel and Kahn remain in the backfield. 1 wide receiver to the right remains. Moving over to the slot to the left of Jackson Kahn is Riley White. Quick throw to the near sideline. It's almost caught. Great defense from Tecumseh that time. On the defensive coverage was Chase Finley. He did a good job at closing in when the wide receiver went down to make that catch. Gibson Arondi kind of had his knee right on the sideline. He almost came up with it. It would have been quite an amazing catch. But again, nice defensive play out there from Tecumseh. And they need to make some more defensive plays here, because if it gets 28-0, even a field goal here for Ithaca would be big, because it would make it 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions that you would need to tie this game back up. Kahn will remain in the gun. 3 wide to the right. 1 wide here to the left is going to be Elijah Smith, who just came down with that interception moments ago. Maybe give him a chance here to make a play. The handoff will go to Mikesel. Mikesel carries tacklers with him for 3-4 yards. Now I was fortunate enough to interview Nick Mikesel. Talked about it a couple times. I continue to talk about it all night long. And when I found out that both of them are sprinters and I saw the size of them, oh boy, it is scary. And you think about having Nick Mikesel, a guy who held the 4x100 track record. You got him on the offensive line. Whew, that is pretty darn special. Now 2 running backs in the backfield with Jackson Kahn for this 3rd down and 4. Wouldn't be surprised to see him carry with a couple lead blockers. Nope, they give it off to Mikesel. Miksel's hit. He's not going to have first down yardage. That'll bring up 4th down for the Jackets, but they could go for it here. They're just outside their 20. I'm going to call it 4th down and 2. And it does not look like the offense is going to leave the field. And this is what's special about a guy like Jackson Kahn. He could hand it off. He could run it. Or he could throw it here on this 4th down and 3 spot. It's the luxury you have with head coach Jordan Hesbrook with a talented senior quarterback. 4th down and 3 for the Yellow Jackets. They send a man in motion. They fake the snap. Now they look to the sideline. Could see a timeout here possibly from Ithaca. Does look like they're going to change the play. Kahn with a couple signals to his offensive line. They take the 4th down snap. Kahn looking to run this one all the way to the far side. I don't know if he got it. It's going to be very, very close. And it does look like they're going to have first down yardage. And so it takes them 4 plays to pick up that one. But a nice job by the Yellow Jackets. This drive started at the Tecumseh 43 after the Elijah Smith interception. And they're now in the red zone. This 6th play of the drive coming up again. Those Spockman statistics are never quite exact. Shotgun look. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. They send a man in motion. It's Mikesel. Maybe throw it to him in the flat. They pump fake it that way. Kahn now looking over the middle. He's got a man at the 10. It's going to be caught by Gibson Rondi. He's tackled at the 3-yard line. Excellent pitch and catch right there from Jackson Kahn to Gibson Rondi. First down yardage once again for the Yellowjackets. So they now have it at the 3-yard line. 8:49 left to go, second quarter. A monster 21-0 lead. Shotgun look for Kahn. Lined up next to him is Mikesel. Kahn looking to pour this one off to the middle. He's going to score. Touchdown, Jackson Kahn. That is TD 33 on the year for Jackson Kahn. And the Yellowjackets go at 6-7 plays or so, 43 yards into the end zone after the Elijah Smith interception. And they are now in cruise control of 27-0. 8:36 left to go in the second quarter. Ooh, boy. Tanner Lamy back out there for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 28-0. It is all Ithaca all the time right now. We'll keep the broadcast right here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network to thank some more of our fantastic sponsors like our friends Kenneth Egger at DDS, the Fisher Companies, Central Concrete, Central Asphalt, and Fisher Transportation, Bo Guabenga and Bradley, WW Construction, our friends at Gross Farms and Brad Gross Electric, Schaefer's Bait and Sporting Goods, Almost Up North and Stitches for Britches, your Claire Pioneer Gear Headquarters, Rick's Food Center, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, Boomer's Lawn Care, Mid-Michigan Industries, Barry Funeral Home, and the Isabella Community Sportsplex. Our friends at Morey Courts, the Mount Pleasant and Martin Ice Arena, and the Morey Gymnastics Center. I've said it a bunch. I'll say it again. When you think about supporting businesses and doing stuff in the Mid-Michigan area, think about those people who are supporting me, thus supporting those kids here in the Mid-Michigan area, because they are the reason why I am here. They are the reason why my buddy Adam Gursky is here bringing you these ball games. Actually, my buddy Adam Gursky is here out of the goodness of his heart. Maybe a little breakfast tomorrow morning, but can't thank him enough for doing the camera work here to make it possible for me to focus a little bit more on calling the game. And what a start it's been for Ithaca. They lead it 28-0. Here comes the kickoff from Lamy. It's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by Tecumseh. Running this one here to the near side. Returner's got to cut it up at the 30-yard line. That's where he's going to be brought down by the Yellowjackets. We've got a very late flag coming in. That was Elijah Smith in on the tackle for Ithaca. Tecumseh's going to start with it. Their own 31, possibly here. There's 8:31 left to go in the second quarter. Tecumseh, the first time they had it, it was 3 and out, punt. Second time they had it, 3 and out, punt. And here is, 2 punts and an interception. This is possession number 4. Ithaca has had 4 possessions. And it has been several touchdowns for Jackson Kahn, 1 touchdown for Mr. Mikesel as well. It's just been a fantastic start. All Ithaca all the time. There was a flag on the field. Still waiting to see exactly what's going. It's going to be a personal foul going against Tecumseh, and so that is what you cannot have. And I'm not sure if that's going to back them up yardage-wise. I think it'll still just be first down and 10. It won't be first down and 25, but they'll have it now at their own 16-yard line with 8:31 left to go here in our second quarter. Again, it's all Ithaca all the time. Yellowjackets back out there defensively. They have been fantastic tonight. 1 interception on the last play for Tecumseh offensively from Elijah Smith right on that Ithaca sideline. 3 wide for the quarterback, Clement. Wants to run this one all the way up the middle. There's Broden Pesca. There is Nate Mikesel saying nowhere to go for you. And that runner, Clement, is going to pick up maybe 1.5 yards before he's pushed back 5 or 6 yards. And you're running clock mode. You start to think about it right now. There's 8:13 still left to go in the second quarter. Already 4 TDs on the board. If you are Tecumseh, something's got to happen offensively here, or this second half could go really, really quick. Pressure in the backfield. Clement steps up in the pocket, tries to get away from Mikesel with a nice juke move. A fantastic play by the linebacker, Nate Mikesel, right there. He could have tried attacking the ball carrier and then maybe would have been a threat to get juked out. Instead, he kind of stays in his stance and waits for the ball carrier and is forcing a tough third down now for Tecumseh. 4 wide, shotgun look. Clement looking to the sideline to see if maybe the play is going to change. I don't really see a whole lot of motion over there. Now we do see some cue cards being held up. Shotgun look. It's going to be a run all the way for Clement, trying to get to the outside. He's not going to get it. Great play defensively from the Yellowjackets. Mikesel was there on the tackle. Also there on the tackle was Brogan Bupp. And that's going to bring up 4th down. If you're Tecumseh, if you go for it here, it's kind of all or not, and they will send out the punting unit at the last moment. And I would not have blamed them necessarily if they would have gone for it here. It's kind of do or die time. Ithaca's had the ball 4 times. They've scored 4 times, including 90 and 95-yard drives. Back deep to receive the kick is Gibson Rondi along with Riley White. Good snap this time. A little bit of pressure being put on by Ithaca. It's a really high kick. They're just going to clear out of the way. See if it takes a Tecumseh bounce like it has a couple other times as well. It'll go down to the Ithaca 35-yard line. But it is 4 possessions, 3 3-and-outs, and an interception for the Tecumseh offense. And now the defense is back out there, and they spent a lot of time out there in this first half. Ithaca, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. They now have it with 6:25 left to go in the second quarter at their own 35-yard line. I believe it's Mikesel with 2 TDs or Kahn with 3 TDs. I didn't write down my second one. That's a my bad there. We'll get some stats from Coach Mooney at the half and make sure we get that corrected. 6:25 left to go in the second quarter. Shotgun look for Jackson Kahn. Kahn looking to the sideline now for the play. Takes a shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Now looking to go long. He's got a man out there. It's going to be incomplete on the play. .620 left to go here, second quarter. 28-0 lead. Incompletion on the play for Ithaca. One of the first, I don't even want to call it mistakes, but looking to go long there to Mr. Elijah Smith. I still feel like they're trying to pay Smith back for that just wonderful interception that he had moments ago. 28-0 our score, 6:20 left to go, second quarter. Second down and 10 for the Yellowjackets at their own 35. Kahn in the gun. 2 wide to his right. Hand it off to Mikesel. Mikesel looking for that hole on the far side of the line, kind of near the eye for Ithaca here at Veterans Memorial Field. It's going to be a short gain. This may be the toughest third down that Ithaca's faced here in this first half. Third down, and I'm going to call it 7. 6 minutes remaining, second quarter, here on this beautiful October night. The Ithaca Yellowjackets 7-0 on the season, looking to move to 8-0, and they're looking pretty good right now with a 28-0 lead, facing this third down and 7 against Tecumseh. Kahn is rolling to his right, throws it out there. It's going to be incomplete. The intended wide receiver on the play was Riley White. And so that's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for Ithaca. And probably going to have to see the Yellowjackets punt the football away for the first time here in the first half. And if you're Tecumseh in the defense, you could kind of take a little breath there as you're finally able to come up with a stop. Big shout-outs, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, Isabella Bank, Bryant Family Farms, open tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for your mom's pumpkin needs, and get some of that maple cream. I'm almost out of mine, Ben. I'm going to come back for some more. Also, shouts to All Seasons Fireworks, the Diner Block Electric, and the official embroiderer of the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, hanging by a thread. Looking to go for it here on 4th down. Kahn, rolling. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught for first down yardage. Making the catch is Gibson Rondi. Not afraid to pull the trigger there. Coach Jordan Hesbrook rolling the dice a bit there on that 4th down conversion, but they pick it up. The chains will move, and the offense stays out on the field. And that wasn't your average 4th down conversion. That was 4th and 7 and a big pickup there for the, well, I don't want to say a big pickup. They've got the monster lead, but they stay out on the field. Kahn wants to throw again, going downfield for Mike. So looks to run underneath it. It is just a little too long. Senior captain looking for fellow senior captain there on the play, and just a hair too long for the sprinter Mikesel. 5:13 left to go, second quarter. 28-0, Ithaca with the monster lead, facing a 2nd down and 10. Kahn has the play from the sideline. Lined up in the backfield with Jackson Kahn is going to be Mr. Elijah Smith here on the 2nd down and 10 play. Kahn with a quick look to the sideline. Fake to handoff. Kahn wants to run it. Kahn carries the pile with him for an extra yard or two. And that's where Jackson Kahn doesn't have that big frame, maybe 5'10", 5'11" or so, but he just carries the tacklers with him, and that's for being in that weight room for 4, 5, 6 years, squatting. Back in the gun. White remains with them in the backfield. Elijah Smith remains with them in the backfield. Pardon me. Quick throw out. It's going to be caught by Riley Guild. He's got 1st down yardage. Tackled inside the 30-yard line. Nice rollout, nice throw there from Jackson Kahn. That's exactly what you want to see from the senior. He rolls out to create some space, get himself an easier throwing lane than in the middle of the field, sets his feet, throws an absolute strike to fellow senior Riley Guild for 1st down yardage. Clock continues to move here for the Yellowjackets. 4:22 left to go in our second quarter. They lead it 28-0 over Tecumseh. Tecumseh has not been able to find any answers. They forced 1 4th down against this Yellowjackets team, but they converted it moments ago. And every time Tecumseh's had it, they've gone 3 and out. The one time they didn't, it was an interception on the very first play of the drive. Mikesel in motion. Kahn wants to go over the middle. He's got a man out there. Guild, gets his hands on it, but it's a nice defensive play from Tecumseh. And that defensive back absolutely selling out. He is still down on the play just out of the back of the end zone, but he absolutely did not give up. Riley Guild may have been able to come up with that if that defensive back didn't just come absolutely flying in to make that a difficult catch. We'll take a timeout here on the injury break. It is 28-0, Ithaca with the lead. 3:56 left to go in our second quarter here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning has been family-owned and serving mid-Michigan since 1962. They're dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning is locally owned and supports our local community. For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, call Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning at 989-772-2881.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Barbary Law Studios, built by our friends at Konwinski Construction. Tecumseh player up and, not ready to go necessarily, but he's a lot tougher than I am. He'll be ready to get back out there soon. 3:56 left to go in our second quarter. Yellowjackets just went to go to the end zone moments ago. Incompletion, a nice defensive play from that young man who was injured on the far side of the field with those white and orange numbers. Wasn't quite able to make it out. 28-0 our score. Ithaca with the lead. Chance to put in another touchdown here to hopefully they want to get that running clock for the second half. When you're a team that's 7-0, got to be hard. And again, that's always my job, the coach's job, to make these kids focus on each game. But health for the playoffs is something you got to start to think about a little bit. Little misdirection here. They hand it off and into the open space. Going to the end zone for the touchdown is Gibson Rondi. Little misdirection there for Rondi as he goes in for the TD from about 22 yards out. And it is now 34-0 Ithaca, an extra point away from possibly making it a running clock. And a beautiful play design right there. It's 2 games that we've seen Ithaca play. That's the first time me and Adam Gursky have seen him pull out that misdirection play. And you saved it for a good time. Rondi into the end zone for the touchdown Lamy back out there for the extra point for the Yellowjackets. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. 35-0. Ithaca with the commanding lead over, I'm going to say it again, Division 4 Tecumseh. This Tecumseh team has nearly 3 times the kids that Ithaca does. They have won some games this year. They come in at 3-4 and play a tough, I'll say, kind of inner city schedule down there in between Flint and Detroit. I believe I might be, incorrect there. Is just like the Spockman statistics, the Spockman map. You never really know how correct that is going to be. But it is 35-0. The senior Nate Mikesel over 1,000 yards on the season now for the Yellowjackets at his running back position. Several more touchdowns for Mr. Jackson Kahn. Some stats just from the end of the first quarter. After one quarter, Kahn was 7 of 9 for 53 yards, and Mikesel had a $116 on the ground. It's now 35-0 as Ithaca has scored 3 more times here in the second quarter. Tecumseh will get it back with a chance to score a touchdown and have this not be a running clock in the second half. Again, you're down by 5 scores. It's a running clock. It's nearly impossible to come back. You're down by 4 scores. It's a normal clock. You got the Lloyd Christmas going. You're telling me there's a chance. But right now, it looks like Ithaca is in cruise control here in Week 8 of the season, trying to gear up for that always tough Division 7 playoff run. Turnman gets it at the 15, 16-yard line, trying to find some room to the near side, and Nick Mikesel brings him down. Big tackle at the 29-yard line, and that's what happens when you have a track star that's tough enough to play offensive line. He can make plays like that. Woo, man. Tecumseh has it, their own 29-yard line. That's where they will start this drive. And right now it is all Ithaca all the time, 35-0 our score. But if you're Tecumseh, again, you got to score here or this one's going to be over before you know it in the second half. And Tecumseh will get the ball to start the second half. So you score here, make it a 4-possession game, get a touchdown coming out, make it a 3-possession game, and maybe you got a chance. Quarterback looking to run it up the middle. Nowhere for him to go. Brought down. Excellent play out there from Aiden Smith from his defensive line position. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. And this is another thing with Tecumseh. They try and work so fast. They've gotten off the field so fast with all these 3-and-outs and the interceptions. And I'm still waiting for the big running back, Mr. Luke Dunham, to kind of get the ball in the open field. But it's going to be Clement with the run again, and there's nowhere for him to go as Mikesel brings him down after maybe 2 yards. And Nate Mikesel showing some really nice sportsmanship, helping up the quarterback. But again, you're already at 3rd down if you are Tecumseh. You've only ran about 40 seconds off the clock, and now you're going to hurry up and go for it again. If it's incomplete, you're going to leave a lot of time left on the clock for the Yellowjackets to maybe do something offensively. Clement rolling to his right. He's going to throw it incomplete, way too tall for the intended wide receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. I'm a little surprised, time score situation, that Clement didn't give his guy a chance to go up and get that one. Obviously, you don't want to throw another interception, but when you're down 35-0 second quarter, you have to do everything you can to try and stay on the field offensively. But it is punting formation back out there for Tecumseh. This will be punt number 4 of the first half. This is possession number 5. The other possession ended in one play with an interception. The punts have not been returnable. If there's one positive thing to look at if you are Tecumseh, it will take a Tecumseh bounce and be down in Ithaca territory. But again, the Yellowjackets, they have a chance to put 6 scores on the board here in the first half. They have scored every single time they've had it. They've only faced 1 4th down. It was a 4th down and 7 near midfield on their last possession, and it was a conversion. I believe it was Kahn to Rondi. Rondi ended up with a 22-yard touchdown run to make it 35-0. Before that, it was Kahn. Before that, I believe it was Mikesel. Before that, it was Kahn again. Before that, it was Mikesel. 35-0. Ithaca has been dominant on both sides of the ball here in the first half. Kahn, pump fakes, going to throw it. It's going to be caught by Rondi. Rondi into the open field across the 50-yard line, brought down at the 46. And so another big play for Ithaca, starting things off offensively as they get it back with about 2:35 left to go in the first half. I'm just going to say their own 35 or so, but they're already inside Tecumseh territory with that completion. And still 3 timeouts left for Ithaca as well. So look to get another touchdown here before the end of the first half. Gibson Rondi goes in motion. He gets the handoff. He's turned inside. Does a good job carrying tacklers with him down to the 36-yard line. And he's got first down yardage again. That's what's really impressive about Ithaca, and I think it somewhat has to do with a little bit of point of view we have, because we're not straight on with all these plays, but it looks like it might be 2, 3, 4 yards, and it turns into 7, 8, 9, 10 because of the hustle, the bustle, the never-give-up attitude of some of these Yellow Jacket ball carriers. Quick throw-out timing route's going to be incomplete as Kahn was trying to connect with Riley White. Score update. Brady Robinson with the touchdown for the Blue Jays after a Ty Burns touchdown. So Shepherd is up on Farwell 18-7 in that one. Also a Corey Clark update. Chip Hill's down 21-6 against Grant. It's 35-0 here. Ithaca with the football at the Tecumseh 37-yard line. Still 1:42 left to go here in the second quarter. Mikesell, Kahn in the gun. Now they look to the sideline to change the play. Tecumseh changes up their defense a little bit. Kahn flushed out of the pocket. He's got to throw this one away. Throws it here to the near side for Mikesell. It'll be incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And probably 4 down territory where Ithaca's at with the football. You're not going to punt it from just outside your own 35-yard line. Like to see him maybe pick up 5 or 6 here, and then you've got a very convertible 3rd down, or 4th down, pardon me. 35-0 our score. There's 1:36 left to go in the second quarter. It's Mikesell. It's Kahn in the backfield in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to each side. Man in motion for the Jackets. Kahn's going to drop back. He's going to look to throw for it all here. They're going to look for the route up the sideline. It's going to be incomplete. Intended wide receiver on that one, I believe, was the sophomore Connor McMurphy. Kind of sent him across for a jet sweep and turned it into a bit of a wheel route. I don't know if he got hit on the play or just a little bit off on the timing, but it's now going to be 4th down and 10. Again, Ithaca's going to go for it here. They're at the Tecumseh 36.5-yard line. If you punt it into the end zone, it's only going to be a net gain of 16 yards, and so you might as well go for it. And the way your defense is played, too, you feel confident, too, for that minute and a half that Tecumseh is going to be able to hold them down. Rondi's going to be lined up at the slot to the left of Jackson Kahn. Lined up in the backfield with Kahn is Mikesell. We've got a timeout on the field coming from Ithaca. Want to make sure they are on the same page for this 4th down, and I don't want to miss this 4th down play, so we'll continue to keep our broadcast right here. Thank our friends at Isabella Bank, Bryant Family Farms, Central Michigan Sand and Gravel, Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, our friends at Mount Pleasant Public Schools. Need bus drivers, parapros, and subs. Go to Will Sub. Start getting signed up to be a substitute teacher here in the mid-Michigan area. And they are hiring bus drivers with paid training available, so you can start getting paid right away. And again, one of the biggest employers in Isabella County, Mount Pleasant Public Schools. Go to Mount Pleasant, MT Pleasant Schools with an S.net to get started. It's Chris Bachman on the microphone, buddy Adam Gursky on the camera from the Barbary Law Studios, built by our friends at Konwinski Construction. That Weber Brothers Sawmill, timber of the game. Both sides of the line have been absolutely dominant for the Ithaca Yellowjackets, but just interviewed him, so name kind of in mind. Nick Mikesell's made some nice plays out there as well. A couple lead blocks for his brother, and made a nice big tackle coming down on the kickoff as well. 4th down and 10 for the Yellowjackets. Not a whole lot of drama, though, as they're up 35-0 here in the second quarter. Kahn's dropping back, looking to throw. Maybe some miscue. They go over the middle. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, touchdown, Yellowjackets. Coming down with the catch is the senior, Riley White, from 36 yards on 4th down. And so they faced 4th down twice. One time they get the conversion, this time it's a TD, a 36-yarder, as the senior Riley White goes right down the seam for the TD. And what is that, 34, 35 touchdowns now for Jackson Kahn? I have lost count as Lamy is out there for the extra point. It's 41-0. Ithaca with the lead. Make it 42-0. It is domination all the time here for the Ithaca Yellowjackets. We're going to take another quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the rest of this first half as we get ready to roll on in to our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. It's 42-0 Ithaca with the lead over Tecumseh. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
1:23 left to go in our second quarter. It's all Ithaca all the time. We got some more Corey Clark updates coming for you after this kickoff fielded at the 30-yard line by Tecumseh. And the ball carrier is just going to go down at the 35-yard line. That is where Tecumseh will take over. Just over a minute remaining here in the second quarter. And I always make the joke, you put the coach's hat on, but you get the ball back with 1:21 left in the second quarter, down 42-0. I don't think there's a whole lot you say other than, hey, football's a fun game to play. Let's go out and check it out. Midland up 7-0 over the Mount Pleasant Oilers at halftime. That would be a huge, huge win for the Oilers. If they fall to Midland, they're going to have to probably beat Linden next week to get into the playoffs. Midland 6-1 on the year, looking to pile up Division II playoff points against a tough opponent. Sack in the backfield for the Yellowjackets. Bringing down the quarterback was Nick Meixel. Keep talking about him for the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. The Meixel brothers performing very well out there. Nate Meixel now over 1,000 yards on the year. Nick Meixel making a couple big plays defensively and doing a great job blocking for his brother, reaching those 1,000 yards. Quick tunnel screen now for Tecumseh. Nate Meixel there on the tackle before they can get first down yardage. It was a nice play design from Tecumseh, but Ithaca was ready for it. Clock is moving. 3rd down and short for Tecumseh. They've yet to pick up a first down in this first half. They headed off to the big running back. He's going to be tackled out there, and he will not have the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down yardage after the short carry for Mr. Dunham, but he did not have a whole lot of running room. 4th down and 3. We're under 15 seconds left to go in the first half. We're going to see if Tecumseh is going to run. I'd be really surprised if they didn't run the play here, and it doesn't look like they're going to as they look to the sideline, see if we got a timeout coming, and no, we will go to the half with the score 42-0 Beale City. It's all Yellowjackets all the time as we head into our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report, where we'll talk about, the drives of this game. We'll talk about some of the other scores going on. We'll talk about the Zaid Batchelder Baller of the Game, brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial, and a whole lot more. It's the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming up right now on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Jenna Gates,
And Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
we've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Our halftime score, Ithaca 42, Tecumseh 0. And I've only got 3 stats for you here at the half, but they're going to kind of tell the whole story. Total plays in the first half, Ithaca 40, Tecumseh 16. Total first downs in the first half, Ithaca 17, Tecumseh 0. 17 first downs to 0 first downs. That might be even more crazy than a 42-0 score. And that is the score, 42-0. It is all Yellowjackets all the time. Quickly check the phone once again to see if we've got some more score updates coming in from Corey Clark and Allison Curtis. Shepherd up 18-7 at the half with Farwell and Corey Clark. Last I knew, Midland up 7-0 over Mount Pleasant at the half. Time to send it off to This Week in MHSAA Sports with John Ross. When we come back, it'll be the second half, and it's probably going to be a quick second half. Tecumseh will get the football to start, but it's going to be a running clock for Ithaca. Even if Tecumseh scores, they'd have to go for 2 to stop that from being a running clock. And the way they didn't really go for that 4th down at the end of the half, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of aggression from them coming out in the second half. 42-0 is our halftime score. It is all Ithaca all the time. Time to send it out to This Week in MHSAA Sports with John Ross. When we come back, we'll have the second half. Ithaca, Tecumseh, here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Stretch as the postseason is just a handful of days away, and the Scholar Athlete Award returns for year number 36. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. 2 regular season games remain for football teams before Selection Sunday and the start of the postseason. Let's take you through the next couple of weeks on the gridiron. Sunday, October 27th is Selection Sunday. The 32 teams with the most playoff points in each of the 8 11-player divisions will be divided into district pairings. In 8-player, the top 16 teams in each of the 2 divisions will qualify for postseason play. The selection show will air live on Valley Sports Detroit at 4:30 p.m. 11-player districts start November 1st, as do the 8-player regionals. Staying with 8-player, regional finals will start on November 8th, and the semifinals are Saturday, November 16th. The 8-player finals are Saturday, November 23rd at the Superior Dome in Marquette, and those games will be live on the NFHS Network. An 11-player district finals start November 8th. Regionals will be November 15th and 16th, with the 16 semifinals being played on Saturday, November 23rd. The MHSAA 11-player football finals are Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving at Ford Field. Both days will kick off at 9:30 a.m. We play the even divisions on Friday, the odd divisions on Saturday, and all 8 finals will air live on Valley Sports Detroit or Valley Sports Detroit Plus. To see your team's playoff points and where they rank within their division, check out MHSAA.com and click on football. You can also see updated pairings, schedules, and more as results roll in. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Grand Rapids West Catholic's Landon Smith. The junior made a 38-yard field goal with 1 second left in a 24-23 win over Forest Hills Eastern, which gives West Catholic at least a share of the OK White Crown. The entire Romeo girls cross-country team, Romeo runners finished 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th as the team easily won their 9th straight Macomb County Championship. And Oxford running back Luke Johnson, he rushed for over 200 yards and scored 3 touchdowns in a 38-14 win over West Bloomfield, giving Oxford at least a share of the OAA Red Championship.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We've got a soccer you make the call today. Team A has a player, number 9, in offside position. Team A's number 1 takes a shot on goal that hits the crossbar and deflects right to number 9. The player collects the ricochet, shoots, and scores. What's the call? Goal is awarded because the ball is deflected to number 9. No goal because number 9 was in an offside position and gained an advantage for being in the offside position. Or caution number 9 for being offsides and interfering with play. If you said no goal because number 9 was offsides and gained an advantage, you are correct. Play would restart with an indirect free kick for Team B from where the ball was played by number 9 of Team A.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Applications are now being accepted for the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. 32 student athletes will eventually be selected to receive $2,000 college scholarships. This is the 36th year of working with Farm Bureau on these awards. Since the 1988-89 school year, Farm Bureau has handed out more than $1 million in scholarships for the Scholar Athlete Award. Seniors with an unrounded 3.5 or better grade point average who have earned at least one varsity letter in an MHSAA-sponsored sport are eligible to apply. Everything you need to apply can be found online at MHSAA.com, and the application deadline is 4 p.m. on Friday, December 6th. Finalists will be announced in late January. The scholarship winners will be announced throughout the month of February, and the winners will be honored during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center in East Lansing in March. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Hey, Rowan, want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Pop, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Barbary Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Jenna Gates.
And Kyle Gates here. We are the fifth generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning has been family-owned and serving mid-Michigan since 1962. They're dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning is locally owned and supports our local community. For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, call Mount Pleasant Heating and Air Conditioning at 989-772-2881.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It is our Gates Drilling and Service halftime show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, I only have 3 stats for you before we sent it off to This Week at MHSAA Sports with John Ross, because they were the only stats you needed. And obviously, 42-0 the score is a big deal. But also 16 plays to 40 plays for Ithaca in that first half. Every drive that Tecumseh had, they either went 3 and out or the one time they had an interception. Even their last drive when they forced a 4th down and 3 with just 5 or 6 seconds left, they just decided to send it off to the half. But the craziest stat, and my buddy, cameraman Adam Gursky agrees with me, we've seen, lopsided scores, a 35-0, a 42-0 at the half. Beale City's got a great team this year, so does Clare. But 17 first downs to 0 first downs is something that we have not seen. And Tecumseh, again, you come into this game, obviously you see 7-0, 3-4. You might think that one team is more of a favorite than the other. However, Tecumseh, I'll say it again, they are just a big, big school, nearly 3 times the size of the Ithaca Yellowjackets, and Ithaca still came out here and absolutely dominated. And you saw the size down there as well, but sometimes size isn't the biggest deal. I think it was earlier this year, I think it was Gladwin or Ogama, somebody had gone down to Flint and bested Carmen Ainsworth, and I was a little surprised by the score, and I remember I texted it to Coach Springer in Clare, and he said, organization over athletes. And that a little bit of what's happening here on this evening. It's 42-0 Ithaca with a commanding lead over Division IV Tecumseh, a chance for them to pile up a few playoff points here. We're going to take one more break as we end our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. When we come back, the opening kick of the second half here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com, visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant, call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network in our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. Talk about some of those other big sponsor things. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assisted the game. Definitely that long touchdown toss from Mr. Jackson Kahn going to Mr. Riley White for the TD. It's 42-0 running clock as we start the second half. It is going to be Tecumseh football. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it. Be first down and 10. We'll call it at their own 45-yard line. If you're Tecumseh, again, we're already at a running clock here. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for them to come back in this one. 42-0 the score. Quick throw over to the far side. And does look like we have a quarterback change out there as well. Now in at quarterback is going to be the sophomore Braden Bauer. We'll see if he has any more success out there. And the first throw is a completion. So some positive yardage. Again, if you're Tecumseh, you didn't have a first down in that first half. Now second down and short. 4 wide receivers for Bauer. It's going to be another quick over to the far sideline on a wide receiver screen. First down yardage for Tecumseh. So 2 plays, a couple of quick throws for the new quarterback, a couple quick completions, and it's a first down, the very first one of the game for Tecumseh. And you even hear some claps here on the Ithaca sideline. So they're happy to see some success from their opponent. Dunham remains in the backfield. The new quarterback is Bauer. They want to throw that same exact play, and they do once again on the far side on the wide receiver screen. Nick Mikesell makes it all the way out there from his defensive line position to make the tackle. It's going to bring up second down.
But clearly, Tecumseh saw something. They wanted to go to that side with the screen. They've thrown it out there twice. They've gotten positive yardage. Well, 3 times now, they've thrown it over there. They got positive yardage all 3 times. Now Ithaca kind of rolling somebody that way. They look to throw it. Bauer's now flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw this one away. And if it was complete, it wasn't for a whole lot of yardage there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Tecumseh. Again, we have a running clock here to start this second half. Ithaca leads at 42-0. 3rd down and short coming up for Tecumseh as they look to pick up this first down. The Oilers tie it up at 7 apiece with Midland with 3:30 left to go in the third. Big shout out to Corey Clark for that update. Short run. Got a flag coming in. It's going to be very close to first down yardage. If this is a hold going against Tecumseh, it's actually going to be a false start. And so we'll do this 3rd down over. We'll do the 5th play of the drive over. But if you're Tecumseh, you had a few positive plays in a row with a wide receiver screen. Now you're going to have to back it up and try and do this 3rd down again. It looked like they had picked it up as well, but now a chance for Ithaca to force a 4th down here. I think we'd see the Tecumseh offense stay on the field, though, even if it is 4th down and 8 with the score, the time, and they're actually in Ithaca territory for the first time here this evening. Dropping back, looking to throw his Bauer. He's flushed up in the pocket. Mikesell gets a hold of him. Nick Mikesell gets a hold of him. Nate Mikesell brings him down as the Bros combine for a sack there. And now it's 4th down and long for Tecumseh. Probably going to have to punt it away. But again, the time to score in this game, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it here with the new quarterback Bauer out there. And they haven't really tried to do a whole lot of different stuff. Bauer threw a couple quick wide receiver screens out there. That was it. Dropping back, looking to throw long. Bauer does have some time. He throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught for first down yardage by Tecumseh. Coming up with the catch is going to be Jeremy Bennett, who's been on the kick return all night long for Tecumseh, but it will be their 2nd first down of the drive and their 2nd first down of the game. It's now 1st down and 10. 8:30, though. The clock continues to move. Bauer now rolling out of the pocket, giving chase is Mikesell. It's going to be incomplete. There's another situation where Nick Mikesell from his defensive line position starts chasing the quarterback. If you're the quarterback, you're going to think you got the wheels to get away from the big man, but Nick Mikesell is an all-state sprinter. He chases down the quarterback. He's got to throw it away. Incomplete it goes. 2nd down and 10 now on the play. Tecumseh moving it a bit, though, at the Ithaca 24-yard line with the sophomore quarterback Bauer leading the charge here. He drops back, looking to throw again. Flushed up in the pocket, now out to his right. He slings this one towards the end zone, throws it away big time, incomplete. And even with that incompletion, the clock continues to churn here. That is what you want if you're the Ithaca Yellowjackets. You're 7-0. You're looking to move to 8-0 on the year. You want to keep everybody healthy. So that running clock, you just absolutely love seeing it go tick, tick, tick if you are head coach Jordan Hesbrook. Hopefully we'll get Jordan Hesbrook to join us in the postgame if he's not too busy celebrating with his team. Shotgun look again for Bauer. He's going to throw this one over the middle. It's going to be caught once again. May have been the same play on the long conversion. They're going to get down inside the 10 of Ithaca. And Bauer looking pretty confident at quarterback. The sophomore slinging it out there right now for Tecumseh as he's moving them down the field. They're at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for Tecumseh. Looking to his right, now throwing it over the middle. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. Tecumseh takes it right down the field in 10 plays, getting into the end zone 4-6, and now with the extra point coming, or do they maybe try and go for 2 here to make it a 34-point game as opposed to 35? But again, that's just me thinking clock. If you're a head coach, you got much bigger things on your mind. And we'll come out for the extra point. Again, Tecumseh with a nice drive here to start this 3rd quarter. But it's not really going to matter. It's all Ithaca all the time. They'll get it back with a running clock still. 42-7 our score. We're going to take another break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Get some more score updates when we come back as well. See if we can find out what is going on with the Clare Pioneers and Sacred Heart Academy. Feel like they're both big favorites here tonight, though. 6:54 left in our 3rd quarter. 42-7 the score. Back with more right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network and our Barbary Law Studios, built by Konowinski Construction. Bill's Custom Fab, fabrication of the game. Well, when you have a 60, 70-yard run from Nate Mikesel, it's going to be hard to top that. I also talk about the baller of the game from Weefrich Financial. Well, when you have a 70-yard TD run, it's kind of hard to top that. Nate Mikesel probably also the front runner there as well. But senior night tonight, the seniors having a great night. It's 42-7. Tecumseh going for the onside kick, recovered easily by the Yellowjackets. Fantastic job there. 6:48 left to go, and the clock is moving. 6:47 left to go here in the third. If you're Ithaca, you just want to keep the ball until the third quarter is over. A touchdown would be great. Few first downs. Obviously, you need to pick those up if you want to keep that clock moving. But you kind of already got this game in hand. There's not really a whole lot of fancy stuff you need to do. Con remains in at quarterback with Mikesel lined up next to him. Mikesel over 1,000 yards on the season now. A great year for the senior. Gibson Rondi with the catch across the 50-yard line before he's brought down. It will be first down yardage for the Yellowjackets. Again, the clock just continues to churn here. Already halfway through our third quarter. And my man Corey Clark is watching that Mount Pleasant game. 7-7 last we knew there. And he's also got me updated on Sacred Heart Academy, up 27-8 over Weberville. Big shout out to Jeremy Woodcock, Corey Clark, Allison Curtis, and all my friends who've been updating me all year long. Batch Elders as well. What's been going down with the high school football action. Shotgun look for Kahn. He's got three wide to his left and also lined up that way as Mikesel. Now going back the other way for one-on-one coverage, going up to try and make the catch. It's going to be incomplete. Little face guarding there by Tecumseh, but the receiver didn't necessarily come back far enough to maybe get that call. Was trying to go up, make catch on top of the defensive back's head. So we'll have the second play coming up. Well, third play of the drive, second play of the series coming up. Again, clock continues to move. If you're Ithaca, it doesn't matter if you throw the ball, if you run the ball. You can kind of work on a few things here. If there's a few things you see trying to throw the football, see if you can get it to work out here because the clock's not going to stop. Shotgun look. Mikesel lined up to the left of Jackson Kahn. Sent a man in motion. It's Riley White. Kahn waits an extra moment or two to snap the football here. Lets that clock run a little bit more. He's going to run this one all the way. Mikesel as a lead blocker. He's going to get down to the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up third down. Shout out to Coach Mooney sending me some halftime stats here. Pull those up for you. Again, what a first half it was for the Yellowjackets. Mikesel with 2 touchdown runs, 137 yards. Kahn with 57 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. He also threw for a $192 and 2 scores as well. Woo! Jackson Kahn, quick throw. It's going to be caught by Riley Guild. First down yardage on third down for the Yellowjackets as the senior Guild connects. Well, the senior Kahn connects with the senior Guild is probably the correct way to say that. But the Yellowjackets got it first down at 10, just outside the Tecumseh 30. And again, the clock, tick, tick, tick. We're under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Kahn with Mikesel lined up next to him. Mikesel gets the handoff, trying to find that outside edge, and he's got it down the sideline. 15-10, jukes the man out of his shoes at the 10. Touchdown, Mikesel. He goes 29, 30 yards for his third rushing TD of the game. And Mikesel, kind of an exclamation point on that one. And you add 30, 40 yards. Mikesel now over $150 out to about $170 on the night. Kahn over 200 yards throwing the football. The offense is rolling. The offense is flowing right now for the Ithaca Yellowjackets. With 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Lamy out there for the extra point. It is up. It is good. 49-7. The Ithaca Yellowjackets with the lead. It's all Ithaca all the time. Again, score updates. Last we knew, Mount Pleasant, Midland tied up at 7 apiece. Weberville, Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart up 28-7 at the half there. And still don't have anything coming from Clare, Pinconning, or Beale City Manton, but I'll call them both big favorites in that one. Keep our broadcast right here. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Mid-Michigan Sports Network from the Barbary Law Studios, built by our friends at Konwinski Construction. Again, the Bill's Custom Fab fabrication of the game. There's several plays to choose from, but Meixel's long run. The Yellowjackets were backed up to their own 10-yard line on their third drive of the game. The very first play, Meixel took it 60, 70 yards or so, all the way deep into Tecumseh territory. And then there was also a huge Rondi 27-yard touchdown catch that made it 35-0. That will be our Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game from Mr. Jackson Kahn. Again, Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. Our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by our friends at Weefridge Financial. Still a bit in doubt, but Kahn, Meixel, boy, they have been great here tonight. Big hole up the middle for the returner for Tecumseh. He's across the 50-yard line before he's dragged down by Gibson Rondi. And so Tecumseh got into the end zone the last time they had it, brought in a new quarterback, Braden Bauer. And Bauer looked pretty comfortable throwing the football back there. I imagine he's going to come back out, and we'll see if the Tecumseh offense can continue to move the football through the air. Again, they really struggled to move it in that first half. They got it here at the Ithaca 45-yard line to start this drive. Just over 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter with that running clock. Bauer, sophomore righty, dropping back, looking to throw. He unleashes one here to the near side. It's going to be caught by Clement, who was playing quarterback in the first half and now is at wide receiver. And again, I'm really surprised that we didn't see Bauer playing quarterback in the first half, seeing the way he's throwing the football here in this third quarter. The sophomore's back in the gun, looking to his left, quick throw out there on the slant. It's caught. Running to the end zone is the wide receiver. It's going to be a touchdown for Tecumseh on the second play of the drive, and Bauer is making something happen now for Tecumseh. But again, it's too little too late a bit, as it's 49-14, and my buddy Adam Gursky kind of shaking the head at me from the camera, wondering where was this quarterback play in the first half. Again, you go back to that first half, I'll say those stats again. 40 plays for Ithaca, just 16 for Tecumseh. 17 first downs for Ithaca in the first half, 0 for Tecumseh. Now Tecumseh has got 4 first downs and 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives here in the second half. And it's a bad snap. They're going to look to throw it out for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be caught by the receiver, but he's dragged down. No good on the 2-point conversion. The score will remain 49-13. I guess that wasn't necessarily a 2-point conversion, as it was, it's kind of a mishandled snap. But Ithaca will keep the running clock as the lead is 36, and they'll take back over with 2:22 left to go in the third quarter. But give this Tecumseh team some credit, and especially the quarterback, Bauer. He has looked solid the last 2 drives. And what, came out, first 3 plays were wide receiver screen, wide receiver screen, wide receiver screen, and maybe that kind of made Ithaca start to roll some coverage to the left. There's been a couple times where he's found a man down the middle of the field, but the arm that the sophomore has shown on these last 2 drives to start this third quarter have been really good. 49-13 our score. It is all Ithaca still here in this one. And Irish up big, 43-8 with 1 minute left in the third, and with 7:47 left to go in the game. Mount Pleasant even moving faster than we are here. Still 7-7 with the Oilers and Midland. Again, big shout out Corey Clark, Allison Curtis for giving me some of those updates, along with the Batchelders from Beale City, but I don't think they're up in Manton for the game. And we've got a big time game coming up for you Sunday as well. the Jack Pine Middle School Championship game. 6-0 Beale City versus 6-0 Ogama Heights 1, the Ogama Browns. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff this Sunday morning, or this Sunday afternoon. So, yeah, you can still pull the NFL up on the big screen if you want, but make sure you got us on the little screen, or maybe the big screen and put the NFL on the little screen. Tecumseh goes for the onside kick, and they will get it. And so Tecumseh recovers the onside kick, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of life here for Tecumseh. But again, it's still 49-13. The clock is still going to continue to run right now, but if Tecumseh does score here, that would stop the clock. But this is a little bit more of what I expected in this one, is this Division IV team to be able to move the football a little bit with some of their athletes and some of their size. Now that they've got Bauer at quarterback, they've been able to spread it out and move it a little bit. Still haven't really tried to see him run it with the big running back Dunham at all. Bauer drops back. He's looking to throw once again. He's got a man going over the middle. Nice play from Gibson. Rondi kind of unlocking the would-be wide receiver from the football with a big hit out there. Let's talk about the J&J Auto Collision Report for one of the first times tonight. And big shot to J&J Auto. Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Conwinski Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, G&S Mechanical, E&S Graphics, and our friends at Mumford Oil and Gas Supply. Pump fake on the pitch. Now looking to throw the tunnel screen. It's going to be incomplete. Oh, boy. Nick Mikesel all over the quarterback as they try to throw that screen. And again, that's the advantage you have of having a sprinter that's strong enough to play on the defensive line. Usually when you let those guys kind of fade out for that screen play, the defensive linemen don't got the speed to get there. But Mikesel, he sure does. Bauer, 3rd down and 10, dropping back, looking to throw. Stepping up to the right of the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, throws. It's going to be complete. A fantastic catch here on the near side is made by Ben Abbott, and it'll be another fantastic throw from the sophomore quarterback Bauer. And I continue to wonder, where was that young man in the first half? 49-13 our score. Could be the final play of this third quarter as Bauer's set up in the gun. It's going to be a low snap. He picks it up. He's still got some time. Quick throw over to the right. It's going to be intercepted by the Yellowjackets. Coming up with his second interception of the game is going to be Mr. Elijah Smith. Two interceptions in the game for Smith, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. And if there was any momentum for Tecumseh, again, it's probably going to be too little too late, but it's Ithaca football as we start the fourth quarter. After the interception, they'll have it at their own 31-yard line, and we'll continue to keep the broadcast right here. Got a bunch of those commercials in with all the touchdowns from Ithaca in the first half, but Woods Household Appliance pregame show, the best seat in the house. I feel like we've got it here tonight from right above the locker room. But again, those officials out there, they're really the ones that probably have the absolute best seat in the house. And the MHSAA needs more officials. Go to MHSAA.com, click on the Be the Referee tag to get things started. If you love watching football, imagine being down there on the field. If you pay a lot of attention to football and basketball in the games no matter what, hey, why not help out these youngsters? Because none of these kids are out on the field if it's not for those stripes out there. So make sure you show them the respect they are due and give them the thanks every time you see them. Because, again, if they're not out there, these kids aren't out here. 1st down and 10 for the Yellowjackets after the interception from Elijah Smith, the second interception of the day for the sophomore. And on the season, that is 5 interceptions for Elijah Smith on the year. That is a big number for high school football. Handoff, some big room up the middle for the ball carrier. He's hit hard. Talk about that J&J Auto Collision Report. But Harper Merchant isn't worried as he has a nice gain on 1st down. And I don't know how much clock we'll see Ithaca run here in this fourth quarter. It does look like Gibson Rondi is now in at quarterback. The sophomore probably take over next year in his junior year, and he is going to be absolutely electric at the quarterback position. just as he is at wide receiver. And also fellow sophomore Harper Merchant out there carrying the football. So a couple sophomores in the backfield now for this Ithaca Yellow Jacket attack with the big 49-13 lead here in the fourth quarter with 11-12 left to go. And Ithaca right now taking all the time they need at the line of scrimmage, waiting for the official, the back judge, to start counting things down, that 10-second clock. Rondy fakes the handoff to Merchant. Now wants to run it here to the near side. He's going to get inside the Tecumseh 45-yard line. It'll be first down yardage for the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to take their time here once again, coming up with his first down play with that 36-point lead, 49-13, 10:40 left to go in our fourth quarter. It was 42-0 at the half, Yellow Jackets. It was 17 first downs to 0 at the half, Yellow Jackets. Tecumseh has played a lot better here in the second half, and in particular offensively under quarterback Braden Bauer. Yellow Jackets lined up once again, letting all that clock run, waiting for that back judge to start counting down. Actually, a late substitution coming in for the Yellow Jackets as well. Sophomore Connor McMurphy lining up in the slot to the left of Gibson Rondy. Also lined up to the left is the running back Harper Merchant. It's a run for Rondy, trying to find some room up the middle, off left tackle. Not really a whole lot there. We'll see what they give him. Going to give him 4 on the play. $9:50 left in our fourth quarter. All Yellow Jackets all the time here in this one. And it does look like Clare is up big. Cruz Camp PAT is good as well. 40-20 Clare over Pinconning. And 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Midland's got the ball at the 10-yard line, tied with Mount Pleasant at 7 apiece, I believe it is. And big shout, Corey Clark, continuing to update me on that monster game. Rondy dropping back, looking to pass here. It's second down. Quick throw over to the sideline. It's going to be complete. Actually, we had fourth down on the scoreboard. Second down on the chain gain. I believe the second down is right, and so it will be a short completion. It's going to bring up third down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. But again, the clock just continues to churn here if you're Ithaca. They started the fourth quarter with the football. They've already ran 3 minutes off the clock. Here comes third down and 4 for Rondy. In the backfield now with Gibson Rondy is Elijah Smith. Gibson, Rondy rolling out. He's going to throw it. It's complete. Oh, a big hit out there. J&J Auto Collision Report, but hanging on to the football for his dear life is the sophomore Braden Chatfield, and it will be first down yardage. And Chatfield is a whole lot tougher than I am because I am not hanging on to that football. First down and 10. Again, clock continues to move. That's what you want to do if you are Gibson Rondy coming in to play some quarterback here in the late going. And you see the athleticism of him playing wide receiver. Now you start to get to see a little bit of the arm. It kind of has you drooling going towards the future if you're an Ithaca Yellow Jacket fan. So you've had good quarterback after good quarterback, and now Jackson Kahn. Was he 35 touchdowns on the year now, something crazy like that? Now you see Gibson Rondy might be able to continue that trend. Quick throw over to the sideline. Couple nice moves from McMurphy. He's going to slide down after he picks up first down yardage. But you see Connor McMurphy now in the open field as well with a little juke and a little jive to his game. And we do have a flag on to play that's going to bring this one back, and one of the few things that will stop the clock here in the fourth quarter as well. 7:49 left in our ball game, 49-13 the score. And Corey Clark keeping an eye on that Mount Pleasant Midland High game. It's tied with 1:32 left, and Midland had the ball at the Mount Pleasant 12-yard line. And he'll continue to update us on that. Clare is up big. Pretty sure Beale City is going to be in good shape versus Manton. They'll be big favorites in that one. Segrad Academy is up big. So good night for our local teams here. Shepherd and Farwell battling back and forth as well. Haven't got a second half update from Allison Curtis yet, but they were up 18-7 at the half there. 7:30 left in the fourth quarter. Rondy out there at quarterback. He's got 5 wide on the first down and long. Quick completion here to the near side. Trying to find some room up the sideline is Elijah Smith. He steps out of bounds. Otherwise, he's going to be running to the end zone. It's going to bring up second down Again, to see where they mark him here. It's going to be a fantastic little trot after the catch from Smith. So it's going to bring up second down in just 5 or so. Nice job pretty much getting it all back right there from Gibson Rondi and Elijah Smith. Again, these two both just sophomores. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in these next 2 years for Ithaca. Rondi takes the shotgun snap. Looking to run this one to the right side now after he's flushed out of the pocket. He quickly throws it away at the last moment before he goes out of bounds. That'll bring up third down and 4. And again, the clock continues to move. Ooh, and Midland hits the left field goal post. It is still tied. The Oilers taking over with 1:10 left to go in the fourth quarter in Midland. Woo! What a battle there between those two. We'll continue to update you on that here as well. We'll be catching up Coach McIntyre next week, and it's likely to be covering them next Friday as they take on Linden. If there's another game we could possibly do, it might be Clare taking on an undefeated Petoskey game. Beale City also plays Reed City next week in a big contest as well. Quick throw is going to be caught by Eli Smith at the 20-yard line, and that'll be first down yardage for the Yellowjackets once again, as Gibson Rondi has done a really nice job coming in and running the offense here for the Yellowjackets. Looks like they're going to remain empty backfield for Rondi. 2 wide receivers to his right, 3 to his left. In the slot to the right is Eli Smith. He's already connected with him a couple times here on this drive. There's 5:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Now we're going to see a timeout here. No, we're not going to see a timeout. Just looking very comfortable at quarterback out there is Mr. Gibson Rondi as he looks to the sideline for the play to change and knows he's got all the time in the world to let that play clock run down. Quick throw over the middle is going to be incomplete, a little bit behind the wide receiver from Rondi. It's going to bring up third down and 10. But again, doesn't matter how many incompletions you throw with Ithaca. If you have this big lead, you can run whatever type of offense you want as you could just continue to churn that clock with that monster 49-13 lead. And Mount Pleasant moving it a little bit. 37 seconds left to go. The Oilers have the ball at the Midland 30. Clay Molyneux, a guy I've gotten to know over the last couple of years from Mount Pleasant. I'd love to see that man come up with a game-winning field goal for the Oilers as they take on Midland. I think Midland still in the running to win that Saginaw Valley League North. So the Oilers, even if they won tonight, I think they would need to get a little bit of help in that ultra-competitive Saginaw Valley North League. Timeout on the field, but actually they're huddled up. Now we're going to have a timeout on the field. Clock continues to move. And right now, Midland High 4-0 in conference play. Midland Dow 4-1 in conference play. The Oilers right behind them at 3-2. And so Midland High, Midland Dow, you know they're going to play in the final week of the season. So if they both come in 4-1 in conference play, that game next week could be for the Saginaw Valley League North. That would be pretty darn special. Again, other scores, Clare up big against Pinconning. Shepherd up on Farwell, as we knew, 18-7. Sacred Heart Academy up on Weberville. Beale City, still haven't got a score with them in Manton, but again, Beale City, a big favorite in that one. Been a while since they have fallen to that Manton team. Dude, fight hard up there, but football just hasn't necessarily been their number one sport the last couple of years. Again, we got my main man, Corey Clark, on top of things to let us know what's going on with Mount Pleasant and Midland. And Mount Pleasant trying to move the football here in the final minute to get a victory. And here, ooh boy, right now it is all Ithaca in this one all the time. Quick run over here for Gibson Rondi on the second down and long. He's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards before he can make anything happen. 3:58 left to go. Fourth quarter. Ithaca on the move, but again, it's 3rd down and 7. They love to pick up this first down and maybe run away the rest of the clock. And again, Now I got my buddy Adam Gursky checking out things and Corey Clark on top of things with Mount Pleasant and Midland. As Mount Pleasant has the ball under a minute remaining. The score is tied at 7 apiece. Mount Pleasant with a chance to possibly win this one. And I don't even know if you ever call it an upset when Mount Pleasant and Midland play each other. I know I'm going to get some guff from Jason McIntyre for not going over there and doing that game. Just never heard back from the Midland ADs, and we had some connection issues in Shepherd last week. And so figured, all right, we do Ithaca this week, we do Mount Pleasant next week. Still kind of evens out all of those broadcasts. And we'll also have Sacred Heart Academy football next Thursday and kind of a double local matchup as they take on 5-2 Coleman. And Coleman's probably going to have to win that game to get themselves into the Division I 8-man playoffs. Sacred Heart Academy is going to have to win tonight and win next week versus Coleman. And they might be able to get in at 6-3, but they're also possibly going to have to hope as well for maybe another loss or two from a team right ahead of them via playoff points in that 8-man D2. 2:55 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Gibson Rondi waiting for that back judge to start counting things down before he takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. He might throw it. He doesn't have to. Tries to zing it at the last second. It's going to be waiting to see if they give him the catch. And it will be a catch by Riley Guild, and a really nice one. I believe this is the 10th play of the drive or so coming up. It's 4th down and 6. The Yellowjackets are going to go for it here. 2:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. If they pick up this first down, they might be able to run out the clock. If they don't, we might see Tecumseh try and come out and make something happen offensively in the final minute and a half, 2 minutes. Shotgun look for Gibson Rondi here on this 4th down. Again, he very calmly just looks over to Coach Jordan Hesbrook and the sideline to see if they want to change the play. The snap will not be taken until there's under 2 minutes remaining here in the football game. Shotgun look for Rondi. Looks again to the sideline for the play. And Midland, Mount Pleasant heading to overtime. Tied at 7 apiece in Midland. And we'll have a timeout coming from Ithaca. 4th down and 5. 1:50 left to go. And so right now, if you're Ithaca, you're thinking you get 5 yards, this game's over. You're going to be able to come out of here with a victory. And if you're Tecumseh, if you get the ball back and put something into the end zone, 49-20 looks a lot better than 49-13. But Gibson Rondi has been able to convert on this drive for Ithaca. It started at their own 31, went 9-10 plays or so, picked up several first downs. And Elijah Smith had the interception to give it back to Ithaca. This drive started at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Rondi has ran off the whole entire clock. Again, we're headed to overtime. Mount Pleasant Midland. I don't know if we'll be on the air when that one finishes. But my man Corey Clark on it, giving us updates. Man, Adam Gursky on it here, watching the camera and checking out that little game. Make sure we continue to be the hub for high school sports here in Michigan and bring you everything you need to know. And again, still don't have any updates coming from Beal City Manton, but I feel pretty good about saying Beal City is going to be in good shape. I think it's just a 1-win Manton team. They're actually going for the field goal, and Lamy knocks it through. That's Tanner Lamy's 3rd field goal on the year. He's now 3 for 4 on the season, and it is 52-13. Ithaca on top of Tecumseh, and we'll continue to keep the broadcast right here as I thank some more of our great sponsors: Isabella Community Sportsplex, Morey Courts, Martin Ice Arena, and the Morey Gymnastics Center, Barry Funeral Home, Sean Powers, and the crew at MMI. Main man Thomas McCann at Boomers Lawn Care. He is the head coach of the aforementioned Beal City Middle School football team that we will be covering Sunday. A 1 o'clock kickoff in Northwood as 6-0 Beal City takes on 6-0 Ogama Heights. This is the last game of the year for both of these teams. Whoever wins that championship and gets to move on to high school as champions of that Jack Pine Conference. And yeah, Beal City's not in the Jack Pine, but the Jack Pine Middle School consists of Beal City, Ogama, and a bunch of other schools. And so a chance for them to win it all this Sunday. But Ogama, watch out. They come in at 6-0 as well. Tanner Lamy coming up for the kickoff. 52-13 our score. A little bit of fight putting up as we hear some Beastie Boys over the loudspeakers. A little bit of fight put up by Tecumseh in the second half. Bowers come out and thrown for a couple touchdowns. But Ithaca, the 2 times that they've had the football in the second half, it's been a Mikesell touchdown and a field goal. They're down to possession in the second half as Tecumseh was able to recover an onside kick. But the clock is back running. The Tecumseh offense comes back out. Not really any life left in them at this point. But as those youngsters do on both sides of the ball, they continue to fight and continue to play hard, which is what high school sports is all about. Shotgun look for Bauer. He's looking to his right. Now flush to his right. Quick throw over. It's going to be incomplete. Eli Smith getting there a little too early on that one. He's going to get flagged for defensive pass interference. But again, it's kind of all for naught here in this one with a $1:04 left to go in our ball game. Well, mark off 15 yards, and it'll be a first down for the Tecumseh team. But Ithaca is looking to roll out the rest of that clock. And again, you start to think about some of those post-game accolades when we get to our Bird All-American Grill post-game show. The only place that you'll ever find this guy post-gaming, the Bird All-American Grill downtown Mount Pleasant. The Bills' custom fabrication of the game, either that long Mikesell run or that long touchdown pass that went from Jackson Kahn to Mr. Riley White. And you think about that Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one to decide, but you want to be a baller, get your money invested with Brian Weefrich and the crew at Weefrich Financial, and you will be a ballin'. Also, a big shout out to our friends at Clark Modular Homes, Woods Household Appliance, pregame show sponsor, Gates Drilling and Service, our halftime sponsor, and we're coming to you from those Barbary Law Studios built by our friends at Konwinski Construction. Now under a minute remaining. Could be the final play here as they hand off finally to Dunham, and he's got some room into the open field. Jukes a man at the 30 before he's going to be brought down as he carries tacklers with him to the 22. He looked at Dunham out there in the early game. He looked strong. He looked capable, but that's only the second or third time that we've seen him get the football. And maybe another play or two here for Tecumseh. 12 seconds remaining. Bauer takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw towards the end zone. Throws it out here. A couple Ithaca defenders out there going up to make the catch as the wide receiver, but it's broken up, and that will bring us to the end of the ball game. 52-13, our final. All Ithaca, all the time. We've got your Bird All-American Grill post-game show coming right up. We'll see if we can catch up with head coach Jordan Hesbrook. We'll talk about some results from our other games, and we'll see if the Mount Pleasant Oilers can take out the Midland Chemics. They're in overtime right now. We'll update you when we come back here on the Bird All-American Grill postgame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant. Good luck to all of our local athletes from Bill's Custom Fab.
The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, open every day but Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at The Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years.
Hey, Rowan, want to toss the ball around?
No, thanks.
A quick game of chess?
Maybe later.
Want me to teach you to ride a bike?
Papa, we did all that when I was little.
I guess you're right. Barbary Law's kept me so busy, time has just flown by.
There is one thing, though. You got any cookies?
Thought you'd never ask.
For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed,